Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Miss Know Our Reactions Radio Show Live. I am your show host, the one and only, the talented, the lovely ... Miss Know Our Reactions. Give it up.
He got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yes, I had to give myself the proper introduction. Hey, y'all liking the fit? Look at that. Look at the new fit. Look at the new hat. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to switch it up just to kind of keep it that vintage, throwback kind of, vibe to it or whatnot. So, I'm just trying to get into trying to set the aura, set the room. You got to know how to, what he say, coordinate. You got to know how to coordinate. So anyway, man, y'all, I sure appreciate you for tuning in and subscribing. And make sure that you definitely go do that for the new folks. All right. You are welcome to the family. I have a few rules that you must abide by. You want to continue to keep watching this content. And it's simple. It's simple. It's not hard at all. Okay. So what I need you to do is go onto my social media platforms. I have them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and is it Twitch and YouTube? Go to all those platforms, subscribe over there. All right. I need you to do that. Go and subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that share button. And I need you to do all those things over there for me. So that way you guys can help me get a lot of this content out. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So I need you guys to go and do that. Need the support and love. All right. We got somebody new in the house. Well, not new, but Miss Bella Black. Appreciate you for joining the show. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, man. All righty. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, indeedy. So I need you guys to basically go and do that. Take care of that for me. Promise you, it'll definitely well be worth it. Now, I do have another feature that I'm going to bring on. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I promise you. Give me a minute. So I have the line open. All right. And that's the number at the bottom there. So if you want to call into the show, if you got any questions, any comments, if you agree with some things I say, if you don't agree with some things I say, just call the show. I already got the line is already open for you. And I'll tell you this, though, once you call in, everybody here is going to be able to hear what you're saying because I have everything connected so that way everybody can hear your question. All right. So, but when I answer you on the radio show, I'm just definitely, kind of, introduction, like who are you from? Well, where are you from and things like that. Who are you? And then you fire your questions. So anyway, if you want to call in, the number is going to be 605-313-5745. And the access code to it is going to be 777-8931. I always want to say 777-777-8911. You know that Prince song? Anyway, that's probably before some of y'all time over there. But anyway, yeah, you just definitely call that number and I'll bring you in and you get to file for your questions and things like that or whatever. So I'm trying to get more of a one-on-one reaction with a lot of you listeners out there, a lot of people that tune in. So that way we can kind of get some feedback from each other. And, I get the feel and touch get the feel of the pulse of the community here. So anyway, that's the number. So I would definitely love for you guys to call and do that. All right. So that being said, today is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, and man, we are February is almost over with. We got a few more days and it's done. Jeez Louise, man, it is mad crazy. And today in the DFW Metroplex area, I'm telling you, somebody is messing with the thermostat. I said thermostat. That's a new one for me. The thermostat. Y'all try to pronounce that one and spell that. The thermostat. Anyway, somebody's playing with the thermostat outside. So we're talking about what was today? 60, 70? no wind. It was pretty. It was nice, bright outside. You know, it was vibrant, and I'm like, man, okay, that's pretty cool. Hopefully, it can stay like that until spring get here, and then we got how we have in the DFW Metroplex area those brutal summers. So they are definitely right around the corner. But we're gonna definitely enjoy the time that we have available now with the weather and so on and so forth and whatnot. So we're gonna definitely enjoy that. So I ain't complaining. I know you all not complaining as well, but I am not going to complain about none of that. So anyway, let's get to topic. Let's get into some of this topic of discussion. I want to talk something about dog owners. Okay, so I just saw a video. I mean, just before I came onto the show here, I just saw a disturbing video to where, dog owners are being so reckless with these big dogs. Okay, and I saw a video where this dog was just minding his business. All right, this is a viral video. It looks like it was like a German Shepherd mix, is what it was. And the dog owners are recording the infant baby that's crawling with a passy in the baby's mouth, and the baby is walking across the dog and grabbing the dog's tail, and also, grabbing the dog up under the stomach area. Now, you see the dogs, all the motion. You can see the face the dog was making, letting you basically warning the baby, and you can tell that these owners just don't pick up on a lot of this warning sign from these dogs because it's the severe licking of the lips. You can hear the dog kind of like making this little agitated growl, basically just warning, saying, "Hey, I'm finna get ready to do something about it if you guys don't handle that." Well, the parents, whoever was recording, overlooked all that, and then next thing you know, the dog grabs the baby violently. It was a violent grab. Grabbed the baby, shook the baby, and tosses the baby to the side until you see the parent throws the camera down, start recording, but the damage is already done. And I'm just not understanding, like, why are some of these reckless dog owners, why do they put themselves in situations like this when it comes to just not being aware of your animal? When you have that animal in your care, control, and custody, you are solely responsible for everything that transpired with that particular animal. Especially a lot of these big, heavy breed dogs, these working dogs, these dogs that tend to, get aggressive. You got to make sure that you're able to know how to control that dog and train the dog and put some time and energy into that dog so incidents like that doesn't happen. I feel bad for that child because the baby don't know. I'm more upset with the owner. So now, with that incident that transpired with the dog doing that to the child, possibly now the dog's going to have to be euthanized. And I'm saying to myself, dang, man, the dog got to be euthanized for the owner's mishandling. The owners are, solely responsible for that, for that child being bitten like that, And of course, I feel horrible for the baby. I don't want no babies to be harmed or hurt at all. I just don't want that, not even a little bit. But shame on those owners for putting that dog in a situation like that, avoiding all those signs, and for that to lead up to what it led up to. I'm just really, really furious about that. I'm a dog lover. I don't like cats. Oh, I don't like those cats, man. Those cats, you can take them jokers where they need to go, but I don't like no cats. I don't like them. But I'm a dog owner. I don't have a large breed. My dog is a French bulldog, pure French bulldog, and he can get, I know his temperament. But if I was a owner of a large breed, because I've had large breed dogs as well before, but I'm very hands-on when it comes to my animal and making sure that my animal does not act up as far as like trying to get super aggressive and biting and so on and so forth and whatnot. So I'm definitely, for that. But, my thoughts and prayers are with the child that was hurt. I really hope that something happened for these people that's reckless with these owning these big dogs or owning dogs, period. And these dogs go out and fight other dogs, or they go out and harm babies because of the mishandling, or these people aren't trained enough to be able to keep a animal. They need to. These people don't need to own animals at all, period. So anyway, in the comment section, definitely put in the comment section what your thoughts and opinions about that situation. Do you guys agree with my sentiments about owning these animals and you can't control, or you don't know how to be a dog owner? What's your sentiments about it? So I want to touch base about another topic of discussion as well.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
So what is all this information? What's all the hoopla about the cussing pastor? So apparently the cussing pastor, I believe he's out of Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know if this guy has a congregation. I heard he did. Okay. But the cussing pastor, his wife had put out on social media that the cussing pastor has went on and he's passed away. Now, this guy had been fighting some type of cancer or something to that magnitude. And someone, they had been posted that this guy had passed away a week or two ago, but he did resurface on social media while he was laying in the bed, in his bed. He's bedridden, and they was feeding him and talking. So that was a video that came out maybe a few days ago, and he looked like he was in his mood and he was talking and so on and so forth, whatever. But he wasn't cussing like he usually do. But he was coherent, and people were talking to him, and he was doing the video and so on and so forth. But it's been put out by his wife that he passed away of he fell to cancer. And people in the comment section, you know how it is in the comment section, they get really, really nasty. They get really, really nasty about situations like this, whatever, because they didn't agree with his style of, let's say, him preaching the word, because his language was very, very explicit. And this man will cuss you out from A to Z with, anybody that basically wants that smoke from him. So, but people said some really nasty stuff. And I'm saying to myself, wow, like, okay, this man just passed away. Adults, let's be adults here. When somebody pass away, regardless of how they live their life, you feel me? Regardless how they live their life, that's still somebody that, they had a life to live. And although you might not agree with their lifestyle, you might not agree with their ideology, you might not agree with religion or whatever the case may be. Come on, man. It's horrible when you see that type of, information put out there, or those comments, those negative comments about the man, because of, I get it. This guy said some terrible things. Yes, he did. I agree, but it was to me, it was more for entertainment than anything. That's what it looked like on my from watching some of his videos. It looked like it was more entertainment. And he definitely put some people in their place, and he said a whole bunch of things that I was like, oh my God, I don't understand how this guy even have a congregation, because some of the stuff that he was saying, I was saying to myself, there ain't no way in the world they that's all his opinions and things like that. He added and taken away from the good book. And I'm saying to myself, nah, that's not what it is, whatever. But he was entertaining. So, but to sit there and kind of everybody want to condemn this guy to hell, and I'm saying to myself, that's not the way to go about it. I want your guys' thoughts, opinions about it as well. With the cussing pastor, you guys know who he is. Have you ever seen some of his videos on social media? Have you ever attended his church on social media or in person? If he does have a church, I want to know, because I don't really know a whole lot about the guy. But like I said, I have seen some of his videos surface up on social media. So I definitely did that. Another thing as well, while we talking about death, because it all comes, we all got to see that, when the time comes, we definitely got to see that. All right. But two of our celebrities had went on and went with, Roberta Flack and Mr. Jasper of the Isley Brothers. Goodness gracious, man. Like 2025 is actually rolling and kicking some butt right now. And Roberta Flack, everybody, beloved, beautiful, beautiful soul, beautiful voice. She's very, very known and very iconic in the Black culture. And some beautiful songs that she sang. Well, now, matter of fact, when we finish here with it, we definitely going to play some Roberta Black. We're gonna put some "Killing Me Softly." Tonight I celebrate making love. I mean, there's a bunch of hits that she was responsible for. She went on with the Lord today. Well, she went on with the Lord, and people are definitely giving their thoughts and opinions and condolences out to the family and friends. And I'm definitely going to do that as well. So my thoughts and condolences with Roberta Flack, and also Mr. Chris Jasper of the Isley Brothers. Very iconic group. He was one of the trailblazers with the group itself. Him and Ronald Isley and Ernie and all those guys, man, hell of a group, man, hell of a group. That's one of my favorite guys there as well. So we're going to definitely make sure we get some Isley Brothers in there tonight as well. So anyway, from Miss Know-It-All Reactions to Roberta Flack and the Isley Brothers, the Jasper family, my thoughts and condolences are definitely with you all. So we're going to get ready to get some of these hits in tonight. So we're going to take it off with the one and only Miss Roberta Flack, "Killing Me Softly." Let's get it.
With his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reactions radio show live. Please be sure to subscribe.
I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him, to listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my back with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He sang as if he knew me in all my dark despair, and then he looked right through me as if I wasn't there. He just kept on singing, singing clear and strong, strumming with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
That's the beautiful Roberta Flack, Killing Me Soft. Gotta make sure you put that into the rotation as well. We're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
The one and only our brothers. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Chris Jasper. Go. You are listening to Mr. Notary Reaction Radio Show Live. Please be
All
sure
that
to
I'm giving is for the love of you. All right now, lovely as a ray of sun that touches me when the morning comes, feels good to me. Yeah, my love and me. Well, smoother than a gentle breeze, blowing through my mind with ease, soft as can be. Well, when you're loving me, when you're loving me, love to be riding the waves of your love, enchanted with your touch. And it seems to me we could sail together in and out of mystery. Well, I wanna be living for the love of you. All right now, all that I'm giving is for the love of you. You got me, girl. I wanna be living for the love of you. All right now, all that I'm giving is for the love of you. All the paradise I have within, can't feel insecure again. You're the key. Well, in this I see, oh I see. Now and then I lose my way, using words to try to say what I feel. Yeah, love is real. Oh, love is real. Ooh. I might as well sign my name on a card which could say it better. Time will tell, 'cause it seems that I've done just about all that I can do. I know that I'm living for the love of you. Oh, yes, I am. I know that I'm living for the love of you. Every day I'm living for the love of you. I'm living for the love each and every day. Oh, yes, I want to say it one more time. Said I'm living for the love each and every day. Oh, Lord knows I am right there. Said that I live.
That's the Ozzy Brothers. You gotta make sure you put that into the rotation. That will feel absolutely wonderful. For the love of you. And I promise you, you cannot go wrong with that joint there at all. I recommend that one. And that one, you know what? You can play with that at the barbecues and playing dominoes or whatever the case may be. All right, but keep the weapons down. All right, I don't need nobody getting hurt. All right. So anyway, we're gonna keep it moving.
Do with me, hey, that ain't got shit to do with me. That ain't got shit to do with me. Shit to do with me.
So, ladies, fellas, I'm talking to the men on this one. Fellas, you have to make sure that I always tell you, a lot of times, fellas, you guys be getting with these ladies and you be playing with them. And I be trying to tell you all, you don't play with some of these women out here. They're not going to take it lightly. They're not going to take it easy on you at all, period. And a lot of times we don't understand. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Wright. Appreciate that. I'm just trying to give it, just a good, another little old twister or whatever, but appreciate that. Appreciate it for the love and support. So yeah, anyway, a lot of these women ain't playing with these guys. So, if you staying with this woman and, you're, maybe you're not, holding your end of the bargain up, you're not taking care of the bills, or, you living with this woman, you're cheating on her, you're doing X, Y, Z, and you stand with her, you deserve everything that you get when it comes to, you deserve everything that you get when it comes to what transpires, what happens, when you get yourself caught up in a bad spot. Because again, like I told you, a lot of these women ain't playing these different games. So I do have 2 videos that I want to show with you guys and girls what transpired with incidents that transpire when, a lot of these guys are, they're not watching a lot of these signs and symptoms of these women that they are dealing with. So check these 2 videos out, man. It's going to really blow your mind. Check this out.
Thank you, babe. Babe, come here.
What?
I just want to tell you that I apologize for the way I was acting earlier, being very rude and disrespectful.
Hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry. I'll never treat you that way again.
You really love me?
Yes, I really love you. You don't ever have to question that. We had a petty little argument. It didn't mean nothing for real. Thank you for this food.
Don't eat that.
Why are you saying don't eat it? Give me my food.
Just don't eat it.
Can I have the water?
Are you sure you love me?
Yes, I love you. What?
You really love me?
Yes, that was just a petty little fight. Babe, give me the food back.
Hold on. I can't let you eat this.
What do you mean you can't let me eat that? Babe! What the hell?
I be damned. This Joker, what kills me about that is the Joker just sitting in this chair, still playing Call of Duty. And I'm saying to myself, man, you're going to be having to have a damn ambulance on duty if you mess around and eat that. Man, you was that close to meeting your maker. You don't know what that woman did. And she grabbed the water. But what was a sign to me that caught my attention from the onset is when she walked in and then how she walked away. And she walked away just like, it was an issue. But then when he asked her, when he said that he recognized that she was upset and angry, and he started apologizing to her. Had he not apologized to her, his ass would have ate that food and probably been dead over there, man. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, man. When I saw that, man, that really scared the crap out of me, because you do have some women out here that's, man, they not, some women like, shoot, ain't no telling, man, they some of these women ain't right, man. She would have let that man eat that food and drink that drink, knowing for a fact she did something. She probably could have threw it on the floor crying out loud. But I think the worst when it's something like that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I would have been in that brother's shoes, I would have been packing my stuff, because I don't trust you no more at that point. I just don't trust you at all. You're not gonna just, I'm not gonna give you a chance to make it twice on me. It's just not gonna happen. So I would have been, as soon as she would have closed that door after grabbing that food from me and that water from me, I would have had my stuff. Hey, I gotta bounce. You're not gonna get me twice. Ain't no way in the world. Just no way. But that was kind of messed up. And like I said, that brother was that close of getting ready. You don't know if she poisoned that food. You don't know if she did something to that water. You just don't know. And for her to grab that food like that, I'm just saying to myself, boy, this guy is a freaking, man, ain't no way in the world I would let something like that slide. I'd have been out of that place. We've been over with, marriage or whatever. It's over. I can't trust you at all if you're going to do something like that to, my meal or whatever the case may be. I thought they were supposed to be out for love. How can you sit up there and say you love somebody because y'all got into a little pissy argument? Arguments happen. Disagreements happen. That's part of, being in a relationship and marriage, whatever the case may be. But you should never ever put yourself in a position to do something like that to somebody that you say you love. You know, I understand. Yeah, you hurt. You know, things that go the right way, and you know, somebody words will exchange or whatever the case may be. But come on, man, don't do nobody food like that, and water and all like that. Don't do that. That's a big no. So, in opinion, in the comment section, I want to understand. You know, who was right and wrong with the situation? You guys think that the guy was wrong or the woman was wrong? I'm gonna be honest with you. That woman was dead wrong, in my opinion. She was dead wrong, and that's something you just don't do. Mess with nobody's food like that. She don't lost her everlasting mind. Matter of fact, I'm upset like I'm the dude, like she served that to me. So, but yeah, I want your guys' thoughts and opinions about that one. So check this second video out. This is another man that's got into it with his lady. And y'all just check it out, man. This is just, I'm telling you, this is mad crazy. This is crazy. Check this out. What the? She almost ran his ass over, not one time, 2 times. You know what I mean? And towed the whole car up behind all that. Like, what in the world did he do to her to make her crash out? Like, literally crash out like that. Baby, it ain't that serious. It's not that serious. You doing more damage. You doing more damage. You doing more harm than good with that situation. Because okay, when you calm down, when you cool off, I'm talking to these hot-tempered individuals, these hot-tempered women, you know, who's emotionally disturbed or disconnected. When the damage is done, when you cool off, you're gonna look and see the type of damage that you don't cause. You know what I'm saying? And then the damage you don't cause, you be like, dang, man, you know, because you let your emotions get the best of you. I always say this: whenever your emotions are high, your thinking process, your intellect is very low. That's in any type of situation. You see what I'm saying? It's never on an even playing board. Your emotions are high, thinking goes down all the time. It never fails. You know, so if you know that if you know you're high strong with your emotions, ladies, you know, I would suggest you work on that or whatever. And I had a discussion with somebody earlier today about emotions, especially for a man, because it's not natural for a man to be thinking on emotions or whatever, acting on emotions, because it's very unnatural. Because once a man act on emotions, I promise you, it goes from bad to worse, because it's not natural for us to do that. That's a female's trait. Females act off emotions because they want to be able to however they feeling, they want to be able to feel like, hey, you know, I feel right about whatever their emotions say is right. That's how they want to feel. By any means necessary. A man can't think like that. A man can't put himself in a position where he's acting out on his emotions, because we have to still think long term. You see what I'm saying? That's how a man have to act. He have to carry himself like that. We still got to make sure that everything is going well, the house is ran right, and so on and so forth and whatnot. We can't afford to. That's the reason why when we get emotional, whatever, a lot of times a man, you know, emotion might be a little high, whatever, but it's not so far apart that we just can't think. We have to think about, you know, the emotion have to be down there, down the borderline, even when it comes with us or whatever. Because I told you, once that man get out of place, get out of character, and he acts emotional as high, his emotions start springing up like that, his decision making is poor, piss poor. He would not make a good sound decision. He just won't do it. But whenever his emotions is kind of like even with his intellect, Okay, that's why he's able to think long term and say, you know what, man, damn, yeah, this happened, whatever, man. But I gotta make sure I gotta have a goddamn place to run my, to lay my head. I don't need the police being called over here, whatever, because I don't need my baby mama going to jail. Let me take these keys. Man, got to think like that. You got to think ahead of whatever situation, whatever, how intense or how emotional the situation is, whatever. Man got to be above that. He got to think ahead, go around the curve or whatever, man. And so that way he can make decisions. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, like I told you, with that woman there, with that man, and I have to agree with Brooklyn Betty. The guy was antagonizing her. Yeah, he was making it even worse. But still, that still don't give you the okay to get in your car and try to kill this guy. That's exactly what she did. She tried to kill that man, ram that car. What if she would have actually connected? What if she would have put that bumper on that man and ran and slammed him up against that pole, pushing that car inside of him, killed that dude? Yeah, for the minute, she's satisfied. But what about the after effect? You see what I'm saying? The after effect is going to be long-term damage to that woman because she let her emotions get the best of her. Brina Wright, appreciate you for joining in. Brina Wright says a strong one. Yes, agree. 1,000%. I agree 1,000%. Y'all, the phone lines are open. If you want to comment and call in about this particular show, this particular comment or whatnot, definitely do so. I promise you, definitely do that. The lines are open, and definitely make sure you call in or whatever. So I would definitely want.
You are the only participant in the conference.
I want to hear you.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
Opinions about it. So anyway, the phone lines is open for that one. So anyway, we're gonna continue to keep it moving with some of these hits, and we're gonna start it out with one and only Ambrosia. How Much I Feel. Let's get it. With Ambrosia. Let's get it. You are listening to Mr. Know It All Reactions radio show live. Please be sure to subscribe.
I don't know how this whole business started, of you thinking that I had been untrue. But if you think that we'd be better parted, it's gonna hurt me, but I break away from you. Just give me the sign, I will be gone. Yeah. That's for you, baby. How much I need your touch. I live for you. That's how. Sleep alone and late at night I'm dreaming of the togetherness that seems to believe in. Oh, give it all, then I give some more. You would only love like you had before. Hold of my hand, I will be forgiven. That's how much I feel for you, baby. How much I need your touch. I live for you. Well, that's how. That's how. That's how much. Try to stay in the middle. Just a little. Let me realize just how foolish you've been. And you try to make amends, but you 'cause that time, that's time, that's time. How's your life been going on? I got a wife now. Years we've been growing strong. Oh no, there's just something that I got to say. Sometimes we make love, I still can see your face. Just try to recall when we were small. That's for you, baby.
That's Ambrosia. How much I feel. I'll be hitting you guys with some hits, man. I promise you. So you gotta make sure you put that one into the rotation as well. But we're gonna keep it moving with the next group, the Jacksons. Show you the way. Let's get it, baby. You are listening to Mr. Know It All Reactions radio show live. Please be sure to subscribe.
Let me show you the way to go. Don't know everything, but there's something I do know. I know. And I do show we can come together and think like one. Come together now, live together underneath the sun.
Phone lines open. Want to call in? Get the call.
Let me show you, let me show you where to go. Love me, my friend. Oh, let me show you, come on, let's show you the way to go. Just put your trust in me. I'll try not to let you down. Let you down. The job is hard to do, but all we can do is cause we can help each other overcome. We can do it, we can do it now. Just get the job done. Please, 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 just let me show you. Let me show you, let me show you where to go. Follow me, my baby. Let me show you, come on, let me show you. Each other, we can do it, we do it now. Yeah, underneath the sun. Please, 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 just let me see. Let me show you, let me show you. show you.
You can never go wrong with the Jackson 5. I promise you can't do that. But this one's the one that's back in the day, the Jackson 5 show you the way to go. Definitely one you can put on the dance floor, especially if you're doing your 1970s party, 80s party. It's one that you can definitely rock and roll too. So we'll keep it moving with this next group, the Blackbirds, Rock Creek Park. Y'all don't know about this one, man. I'll be giving you guys a lot of hits over here. So we got to go with it. Rock Creek Park. Hey. You are listening to Mr. Know It All Reaction Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe. That's the Blackbirds, Rock Creek Park. I promise you can't go wrong with that one as well. You got to make sure you put that into rotation. Lovely jam. That's what you're going to get from me. For you guys, nothing but these classics over here. So we'll continue to keep it on funky, keep going on. Let's do it.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
Wow, wow, wow. So the NFL world has been shaken up, and everybody's talking about it with Steve Smith Sr. Now, Steve Smith Sr., he's an NFL analyst for the NFL. So he's a retired player. He played for the Carolina Panthers, and he also played for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, Steve Smith, he's married. He has like 3 or 4 kids of his own. There's infidelity going on with a Baltimore Ravens employee. She's like she's the band manager with the Baltimore Ravens. And she's married as well. Well, the viral incident that transpired is Steve Smith Sr. and this woman, they've been getting on with each other. Both of them married now. Mind you, keep that in mind. Well, the woman, her husband gets her phone and finds out that she's been in a relationship, and she's been cheating with Steve Smith. Steve Smith been really, really getting it on with this woman, but he posted the text message from Steve Smith and her, and these text messages, I'm saying to myself, that right there would have done enough. I'm like saying to myself, Lord have mercy. Well, her husband had to read. Steve Smith was very, very, very super explicit with saying some of the things that he had said to that man's wife, and she's playing along with it, like, yeah, I did this and that, and he's talking about, everything in her mouth. I mean, it was really, really bad. So this guy has receipts of everything. So he is basically going live on social media, recording live and putting everything out there that he's found as evidence. He put the text message between his wife and Steve, and then he also gave Steve a phone call where you can hear Steve saying, he asked Steve, "Hey, what do you got to say for yourself?" And Steve said, "I'm sorry." And that's the only thing Steve Smith said. Allegedly, that was him. And the guy is trying to get Steve to talk because he's saying Steve Smith Senior. I mean, he called this guy by his whole government name there. And to me, it's almost like he's trying to shame Steve Smith, because the guy's hurt. He is really hurt. And you can't blame the guy for being hurt about whatever transpired with his wife. So I can't knock that whatsoever. Steve Smith was definitely wrong. But here's my situation. Here's what I'm upset about more than anything. A lot of these talking heads out there, a lot of these NFL players out there are giving Steve Smith a pass. And they're saying, and a lot of these NFL players, they stick together. That's what a lot of them do. They stick together when it comes to situations like this. Well, Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco was saying that, hey, to the woman, to the woman's husband, check your woman. Don't check Steve Smith. Your issue with Steve Smith, your issue with your woman because your woman did XYZ. Okay, yes, I agree with that. Yeah, definitely check the woman. But how he didn't check his woman though? How you guys know that? You guys just speaking on what this guy did or did not do. He may have checked his woman about that, and he didn't get no closure with that, and he wanted some answers or whatever. So you never want to put your mouth on somebody else's situation. You don't know what people will or will not do, and I think that's very tacky of these people to tell another human being, another man, how to be able to run his household. That's not you in that man's situation. That man is operating off of hurt. He's embarrassed. And any type of negative emotion that you can go through, that man feels some kind of way about that or whatever because, Steve Smith did that to his wife and he felt violated. So for them to sit up there and say that, and give this guy a pass, why we always gotta give people passes when they, cross the line or when they do disrespectful stuff to, families and break up homes and things like that. It's already sad enough that, this man got to go through all that or whatever, but I don't give nobody no passes. In fact, my thing is, you got to be careful and be mindful of situations that don't have nothing to do with you. You got to be mindful of that or whatever, because again, if that happened to you, you wouldn't want nobody. You don't want to be turning on social media and turning on TV and seeing these people hype this guy up, whatever, because let's just call it a spade a spade. Now, I've seen, I don't know this guy personally. I know Steve Smith personally. I don't know none of these people that's involved personally there. But I have seen some episodes of Hard Knock, what the NFL posts on HBO. And I remember they did the episode with the Carolina Panthers. And Steve Smith, he was, he's retired by that time, whatever. But there's a particular part of the show where Cam Newton is talking to Steve Smith. And this is just how arrogant this guy is. Very arrogant. It's like he's a sense of entitlement. And I didn't like the just his persona of how he carried himself. I had an issue with that when I saw the episode of Hard Knocks, where he's talking to Cam Newton and he's talking about fantasy football. And he's talking about, DeAndre Hopkins, all these premier top players. Well, there's a guy on the Carolina Panthers team that's trying to make a roster. He's a wide receiver, which Steve Smith played wide receiver. And this guy is trying to he was a rookie or maybe first or second year in the league, whatever, but he's trying to make that Carolina Panthers roster. And he's talking to Cam Smith, but he's talking loud enough for the wide receiver, DJ Moore, to hear him. And he was like, well, I'm not going to, these are fantasy football. That's what he was talking to Cam Newton about. And he was like, well, DeAndre Hopkins is the best here and this here and this. So what about this guy, DJ Moore? Now, DJ Moore is sitting in the ear length where this guy was talking. And he was like, well, I don't know about DeAndre Moore or whatever, man, because, he basically made DeAndre Moore feel that small or whatever. And I'm saying to myself, why would you do that to this rookie that's trying to make the squad? He's on your squad, your ex squad. He's talking to the quarterback, which the quarterback is the leader of the football team. So why would you sit there and try to make someone feel less than, because of the things that you've done, because of your accolades, because of your NFL, career has been immaculate. I'm not taking nothing away from that or whatever. But as an OG, as one of the, elite players, don't you think that's kind of tacky? Because DJ Moore matter of fact, DJ Moore end up becoming a hell of an athlete. Matter of fact, he's over there at Chicago Bears right now. He made bukus of dollars, whatever. Matter of fact, he just got a big contract, whatever. But anyway, you will say something like that and make somebody who possibly look up to you as being one of the elite players in the league or whatever. He may look up to you, want to get some pointers from you. But when you slam the door in that man's face like that and try to belittle him or make him feel less than, now he's feeling some kind of way like, damn, this guy's a jerk. He's an a-hole. I didn't like that move that he pulled. You know what I'm saying? It's already bad enough that the young folks don't have no respect for us older people now. They don't have no respect because of hating stuff like that. And then here's the thing. Here's more about how arrogant or entitled that Steve Smith is. He was doing another broadcasting the Denver Broncos game. And he had said it. He was talking about Jerry Jeudy. Now, Jerry Jeudy, he's another young stud wide receiver. He's not with the Broncos anymore, but he's another young stud wide receiver. Guy is an immaculate talent and so on and so forth or whatever. Well, Jerry Jeudy and Steve Smith had some little outside, battle amongst each other. I don't know what that was all about, but they were talking a little towards each other. But he goes on a rant on live television and blew this guy up and drug his name all across the NFL network. And this was during the time where Jerry Jeudy, he wasn't doing, he was kind of struggling a little bit, but he was trying to get his way out of Denver. But Steve Smith took it upon himself to say something real bad about this guy and saying, hey, I wouldn't pay this guy this kind of money. He's the this and that. And like, I thought that was a unwritten rule in the NFL where people are trying to get their coins because the NFL stands for not for long. You know for a fact that you have a short period of time to try to grab much money as you can from these billionaires. All right. So you don't need nobody trying to interfere with your bag because you would want nobody to interfere with your bag. You see? So this is just the type of, and I hate to, because I don't like to bash black men. As a black man myself, I don't like to do that at all. I don't like to call us out names and our women out names and things like that. But we got to stop with the hate mentality. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop with the hate mentality and doing each other like that in public. We the only people that do that to each other in public. Everybody else know how to work well with each other. Other cultures know how to work well with each other. They're not going to intervene. They're not going to say nothing bad. They're not going to put the dirty laundry out there. No, none of that. We'll do it. We'll throw somebody up under the bus like it ain't nobody's business. I'm saying to myself, man, it's definitely unfortunate that a situation like that had to happen. But Steve Smith, that entitlement, that arrogant, that prick of an attitude that I see that you have, I see it. You didn't really care nothing about that man and his wife, if when you did that, because I can definitely, just from reading the text message and all that or whatever, it's all about your ego. That's what that was all about. Your ego. You didn't care how super disrespectful that was to that man and his family. And I'm very, very disappointed that a lot of these people that's in social media, in the NFL world, the media, don't hold this guy accountable for his actions. Somebody need to pull that brother to the side and say, nah, man, you wrong for that, bro. Yeah, that man, you did that to that man. That man hurt, whatever the case may be. You don't get online and defend that. I thought they were wrong for, doing that. Of course, I understand they're friends with a man, but you still got to hold your friends accountable. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that. And like I said, Steve Smith with that attitude of his, I really don't care for the brother. You know what I'm saying? But, I want nothing bad to happen to him neither with that man. But y'all can't expect people to act a certain kind of way that you think that you would act if something like that would happen to you and your family. You don't know what you're going to do. It sounds good for you to say, man, I'm going to just charge my wife up. I'm going to charge my husband up. And it ain't got nothing to do with it. It sounds good like that. Yeah, cool. In a perfect world, yeah. But let something like that happen to you and your family and see how you're going to respond to that. And you know what? God forbid if that do, but if it does, keep in mind, you open your mouth up somebody else without life and so anyway, I thought hopefully everything that he's going through, I hope everything, worked out to his best of his ability. And I hopefully something happened with Steve Smith, maybe the NFL take action. I'm not saying lose his job. I'm not saying that, ladies and gentlemen, but something needs to be done, with this guy and this attitude and this arrogance and this entitlement that he have. So those are my thoughts about it. I want yours and opinions. Do you guys side with Steve Smith or do you guys side with the husband on this? All right. So that being said, y'all, that's my time, man. I definitely enjoyed everyone that tuned in tonight. I promise you, you guys are definitely, y'all guys rocking with me. And I love every minute of it. I love every moment of it. And I'm going to continue to keep bringing nothing but the best commentary that I can definitely bring with the topics, with the music, and so much more. Again, please, you guys, make sure you go and subscribe to Miss Nodar Reactions on my social media platform, my social media handles, and definitely do that for me, all right? And share the content, hit that notification bell as well, because we do this every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. You don't want to miss it, baby. So that being said, I'm the one on Miss Nodar Reactions.
He's got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money. There's nothing I can do about it.
And you know for a fact, I got to put my cape on for you. That's it, y'all. Peace.
All of my life, yes, all of my life, I've waited for you.